Yay, welcome to the Team Nourished team call, you guys. Let's get this party started. I'm so excited for y'all to be here tonight. It is July the 9th, which is crazy. I feel like I say that every single time, but I mean it every single time. Like, how did it get to be so late in the year? Okay, so tonight we are going to be sharing a couple of things, but the first thing I was going to let you guys know is if you don't already have a piece of paper and a notebook, you will probably want to grab one tonight because it is going to be kind of a working type session thing. But let's play this thing from the start. So Team Nourish, Megan, you're at the top there. Can you give me a thumbs up if the slides are up? Awesome. Thanks so much. Okay, yay. So welcome to the Team Nurse team call. If you are a brand new coach or a new coach who just needs a reminder like I do every once in a while or every week, please remember that our core mission on Team Nourished and with Team Beachbody is to help people achieve their goals to enjoy a healthy, fulfilling life. So if you have not already, please go ahead and start your Beachbody challenge and get results like a boss. That is your number one job before you do anything and help other people. You don't have to have these killer results. You really don't have to do anything other than enroll and start. So you do need to start your Beachbody challenge. What does that mean? That means you're going to have a plan. You know what workouts you're doing. You know what nutrition plan you're implementing. You have a plan and you are getting started. That will get you results like a boss. It is your job to eat healthy, drink your shake or your Energize or your Recover or whatever, and do your workout. That's what your job is here, which is a pretty freaking sweet job if you ask me. Practicing the vital behaviors, these are the kind of like sub headlines of your job. Be proof the product works every single day. So that kind of goes back to your challenge. That means show up, do the workout, strength the shapes, eat the foods, be proof of the product, get some kind of results. Sorry, I'm letting people into the chat. Okay. Vital number 2 is connect, invite, and follow up. That is part 2 of your job. So that's where you're sharing your journey. That's where you're inviting other people. You're being bold and you're reaching out and texting someone. Hey, I'd love for you to do this with me. Hey, we have 5 spots open in my boot camp. I've been thinking about you. And you and I had talked about, how you're really unhappy the other day swimsuit shopping or whatever. Connect, invite, follow up, be a real person, have a conversation. Vital number 3 is help people get results and recognize them. So once they've enrolled with you, once you've either started your own boot camp or you're putting them in mine or your upline coaches, you are recognizing them. You're saying, hey, girl, I see you. So many people, I feel like right now just need to feel seen. And that is kind of what we do in our boot camp is we recognize them, we see them, we help them get results. And then vital number 4 is personal development. If you are not actively engaged in some kind of personal development, I would highly, highly, highly encourage you to either download the Audible app or your library's free audiobook app, or just go on Amazon and order yourself a book. There's lots of lists of personal development books in our, in our team page. What I am currently reading right now is called Leadership Coaching. This is more of like a business personal development. There's a lot of personal development-y things in there, but this is what's currently on my desk for reading. So if you just want to read along with me, you can have a little book club, but it's by Tony Stolafoot's Leadership Coaching. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Those are the tenets of your job, which, having done lots of jobs in the past, those are pretty freaking sweet if you ask me. Those kind of things will result in you hitting SC6 plus. If you're brand new and you don't know what Success Club is, you get 2 Success Club points for every 1 person you help enroll in the boot camp with a challenge pack. Help 3 people every single month. You're going to meet your minimum. You're getting them enrolled as coaches or challengers. If you enroll them as coaches and you help 2 people enroll as coaches, you advance to Emerald. I'll show you guys, I will show you guys the slide later just to run that down in case you don't know what that is. We have 3, which we'll announce those later today, but we had 3 success starters this past, that ended their 3 months this past month back in June, and they earned their ticket to Summit and their entryway into the new coach test group. So whenever they announce what the new program will be, which usually in the Summit time frame, they announce what the new product launch is going to be, the new workout. Megan Megan, Renee, and Paige will all be invited into the exclusive coach test group before it ever launches. They will get to do it with the trainer, which is really, really exciting. If you have not already, please make sure that you go on the Good Vibe Tribe Training website and go ahead and sign in there. Don't create a link. I was talking to somebody earlier this week about this. It is a little confusing because the pop-up box that pops up says, I don't even think you can really tell what it says. It looks like you should like put your email and then a password in, and a lot of people are doing this. That's the sign up. So you have to go and click log in and then put Good Vibe Tribe at email, or goodvibetribecoach@gmail.com, and then the password. So it is a little confusing. I understand. I don't know how to fix it. It's not my website. So all right, let's do some recognition here, people. So our weekly top 5, these are our top 5 coaches on Team Nourished, which, guys, give them some congratulations, throw them some digital confetti in the chat box. I am so excited to see some new faces up here. Leanna, I know you were like, whoa, that's a first. I love that. I'm like, yay, that's the best when somebody's up there the first time. I think Carolyn, this is her first time as well, and she is topping our leaderboards this week. So congratulations, Carolyn. Congratulations, Carrie. Congratulations, Amanda Harold, Renee Koff, and Leanna Morris. Congrats, guys. This weekly top 5 is compiled by your Success Club points, your personal volume, meaning your sales people who are buying things underneath of you with your coach ID as their sign-up person, and their coach enrollments. So there are different point amounts for that, and this is who got up on our leaderboards this week. So congrats, guys. Makes me super happy. We do not have anybody in Success Club 6 or above yet, which no big deal. We have so much of the month left. But congratulations, Carrie and Renee, for both helping 2 people and earning Success Club 4. They need to help 1 more person to get their minimum goal of helping 3 people every single month. Amanda Collison, Carolyn Dion, Michelle King, Amanda Harold, Karina Hutchison, and myself all have helped 1 person already this month. So congrats to all of us. We are still working on helping more and more people. I was sharing on Instagram the other day, my big, hairy, scary goal this year is, and we're going to talk a little bit about this tonight, is to help all the people help all the people. So for the last 4 years, I feel like I have really concentrated my business on me helping all the people. But these next years, I feel like I probably should have done this all along. My job is to help you guys help all the people. So I am still going to hit my minimums, but my true wholehearted goal is to help our team help all the people. Because as strong as one person can be, we are so much stronger together. We help so many more people together than we do apart. So it thrills my heart to see us helping more and more and more people every single month. I think last month, the final tally was like 49 people our team helped get enrolled in the boot camps, which is pretty freaking epically sweet. I am going to, no, don't look at that. I forgot to, pull the slides for our photos that I put up earlier this week, but I'm really excited to officially announce our success starters. So we have Renee Koff, Megan Pickup, and Paige Yorkie. So this means that they have helped a minimum of 3 people for 3 out of the first 6 months of their business. That is really hard for me to say for some reason. So their month 1, month 2, and month 3, they all helped 3 people each month, which is pretty amazing. That means there's so much research out there from Beachbody saying that you typically out-earn people in this business like tenfold if you were a success starter to begin with. So that's huge. Number 2, think of at minimum you helped 3 people every single month get started. So it's at minimum you help 9 people change their life for the better. And then even cooler, free ticket to Summit next year. So I know we actually were supposed to be at Summit next week. Instead, they're going to be doing a virtual summit, which is really exciting. But next year, hopefully, we'll be able to all be back in person together and celebrating all of our success as a team. But Paige, Megan, and Renee will all be going on Beachbody's dime, which is very, very, very exciting. And like I said, during the other part that they also get the new coach test group, which is really, really, really exciting. So when they announce the new workout program, they will get to be in the test group with the trainer, which is pretty epically sweet. here is our big, giant, exciting news, which thrills me. You guys, our team, I don't even know how to like begin saying this. I kind of want to scream and shout, but also I did that yesterday and I would love to now just be, back up. We are number 330 in the whole freaking company, you guys. 330. In all of my years as a Beachbody coach, I've been a coach now 6 years, we have never been this high in our entire time. And yesterday I cried tears of joy. You're not even supposed to be able to find out where you are ranked in the company and your elite report. You're not supposed to be able to find that out until Friday. So it's always the second Friday of the month. So usually I go live in our team page. I explain about the elite program. I explain about how our team goal is elite this year and what that means and what we have done to get where we are currently, and then what we have to do before December 31st to get where we want to go. But y'all, I asked my friend Stacey, who she's going to be coming to speak on this call a little later this month, but I asked her to check with her corporate mentor, and because they get the numbers Wednesday night. So he pulled our numbers, and our number is 330 out of 400 plus thousand coaches. Guys, that's huge. That is epically monumental. And I had texted my husband, Matt, he's out in the field right now. And I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. I'm so excited. This is huge. And he was so proud of me. And I told him, and I'm going to tell you guys the same thing. As amazing as this is, what Kyle said, and I'm actually going to pull it up because it means that much to me to like get his words right. What Kyle said beyond that is what makes me happy, because this number is cool. Like, don't get me wrong, I about crapped my pants when I saw that it was 330. Cece was like, are you sitting down? Are you sitting down? I was like, yes, I should go sit on the toilet because I'm so excited. Like, will you please just tell me? Which is probably way too graphic. And you can see, she's like, drum roll, please. And I said, you're killing me, Smalls. She said, we are 330. And then she told me the elite points as well, which I'll explain that in my live video tomorrow in our, what am I trying to say? In our coach group. But 330 is what? And then this is what he said. Danielle is 1 diamond away from Premier, or Team Nourished is 1 diamond away from Premier, 2 diamonds away from elite, plus 5-star. We need to be 5-star. And the points wise, she is 3 ahead of the elite curve. Guys, that means we are 3 points ahead of all the other people in contention for elite. We are doing amazing. We have had 4, I cannot talk, I am so tongue-tied. 4 emeralds hold consecutively for 6 weeks. 3 success starters, which you guys, that gave us 75 elite ranking points, which I'll break all that down in my live video tomorrow. I'm not going to waste time on our team call tonight talking about this, but that is huge. So not only did Renee, Megan, and Paige earn those points for themselves, that status for themselves, that status is freaking massive for our team. The more success starters we have, the more that means that our team is helping more people. It's not about numbers. It's not about rank. I mean, as much as I'd love to say it's about elite, it's not even about elite. It's about the huge number of people that I believe our team has an impact on. And that's why we're pushing for these big goals, because it is time that Team Nourished is recognized for all the people that they are helping for and that we are helping. And I could not be more thrilled for this number. Like I said, I'll go live a little bit later about what things that we need to continue doing, what things need to happen in order to get us where we want to go. But guys, for a corporate mentor from corporate Beachbody, I really cannot talk today, to say that we are 3 points ahead of the elite curve and that we look super solid for elite is like fall out on the floor huge. I remember 2 years ago, I went to NLC and my goal has been for our team to be elite for the past 3 years. This isn't a new goal for us. And I remember sitting down with corporate and he was like, all right, well, who are your working coaches? And I was like, well, this girl says she wants to work. And this girl says she's doing things. And this girl says this. And he's like, no, 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 no. Who are your working coaches? And I was like, well, Amanda, Harold, and Carrie are working. He was like, okay, who else? I was like, nobody. And he just looked at me square in the face, different guy. And he was very nice, but he was like, things are going to have to dramatically change for your team. And you're going to have to take complete and utter ownership for your role as their leader if you ever want to see this. I mean, he basically looked at us and was just like, no, that's not going to happen. And I let that sit in my heart, and I let it destroy any kind of progress I had made to that goal. And so for him to say, or a different corporate mentor, Kyle, to say like, oh yeah, they look super strong. Like, cause they don't just say that to make you feel good. They're saying that based off of data. That makes me excited. That means we have coaches who care about helping other people on this team. And that is all I have prayed for. That is all I have wanted, is to have people see the same thing I see in this business. And so thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for your commitment to your own businesses. That's what matters to me. I mean, as great as our team may be, like as a big whole, my heart is for your team to grow. My heart is for your business to grow. And by your team growing, we all grow stronger together. So I have no doubt that Team Nourished is going to be 5-star elite this year. If anything, like looking at the projections, it's more like 6-star, 1-star in a second CBC elite earning points. Like it's just a really, really big deal. So I'm just really excited and want to say thank you, but also I'm just like, yay! So just amazing. I'm really pumped about it, obviously. Okay. So here we are, back to our regularly scheduled call. This is just a quick little breakdown. If you are not already aware of the rank structure of our program, this is how you grow your business. Hitting Emerald right here is where you become active in your business. This is, I mean, you're an active coach just by ordering your own Shakeology, but this is where the Beachbody bank account opens. This is where you start earning money, is right here in Emerald. So if you are not Emerald, you don't get a cut of our team's success financially. You can ride the high. You can be a part of our team. We love you no matter what. Discount, in and out, active, inactive, doesn't matter. We love you the same. But you're not capturing any of the income that this team is driving forward with. Why are you going to sit here and not capture that? Like, don't leave money on the table. We all can use $50 extra to go to the grocery store. Groceries are expensive, right? Like, we can all use 100 extra bucks. We can all use that. So why not be bold, take 20 seconds and go freaking invite somebody, because you don't know that this could not change their life. If nobody had ever invited me, Carrie, Renee, Megan, Amanda, Kendall, like Adriana, like none of you guys would be here if somebody didn't invite my coach Jackie, who didn't invite my old coach Erica, who didn't invite me, who didn't invite them, who didn't invite you. So just be brave and just go out there and ask people. I mean, what's the worst they can say? No. Like, okay, cool, bye. Like, they didn't want what you have to offer. No big deal. Drive on to the next person, you know, to move on past that. And what our team really needs to focus on coming into this month and the next month is becoming a 5-star diamond team. And so that's going to take our team really popping some diamonds. And there's so many people who are like, it's close. And that is what's going to get us there. So really, really, really excited. Advanced to Emerald, why SC instead of SC10 instead of SC5. I know we talk about the minimum being 5. My personal minimum is 10 every month because I want those paid leads. Beachbody gives you free clients and commission. So again, don't leave money on the table. I've always said, if you can help 3 people, you can help 2 more. Just take care of it, you know? We are planning a diamond retreat. I was actually talking to some ladies in Charleston this past week about maybe hosting it there with them and kind of capitalizing on even bigger team there. So that would be really fun too. Couple of other little announcements before we get into kind of the meat of the call. Like I mentioned before, Summit this year because of COVID was canceled. And so we are doing it virtually. It's called Better Together Week. So next week, July 13th through the 18th, FAQ 1240. The big thing is go ahead and download the Beachbody Events app. So you just search on your app store Beachbody Events. it will pop up. Go ahead and click Summit. It's free, which is really nice. Normally Summit you have to pay for. It is a paid conference. This year it's free. So why would everybody not be in on this? You can go ahead and get all of that information there. Opening session starts July 16th at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So really, really, really fun. This should not say coming soon. It should say already here, already blowing up. Everybody and their freaking mom is so excited about this program. I am going to be real straight up honest and was super intimidated by it. Did the sample and was like, I mean, I liked the sample. And again, we talked about this last week when we talked about how to launch the program. And I know that the sample was just a selection, but I am so like fit-ish and not a totally fit person. So I'm like, no, that's a lot of squats. That's a whole lot of that. Like, maybe you need to calm down, Megan. Super, super, super pumped about that. Yeah, Renee, take yourself off mute. What you got, girl? Did you mean to do that?
I didn't mean to do that.
Got it. No worries. Okay, I was like, oh, maybe Renee has a question. The coach exclusive window is what's going on right now. So if you're talking to people, don't, how do I want to say this? Don't overemphasize the coaching aspect of it. There's nothing wrong if they want to come in and be a baller coach just like the rest of us. Like, that's awesome. But they can also just enroll as a coach to do the program with us on the 20th. Don't let that intimidate people. I think that shuts more people down than almost anything else other than the price. And I'm going to talk about that for just a second in a moment. But they get scared from the word coach. Remind them Beachbody is a fitness program. Preferred customers are called coaches. If you don't want to continue with the coach aspect of it, then cancel it after the first month. It's just as easy as anything else. If you need verbiage for that, go into our team page, click announcements, and then there's like this really long, it's like one thing, and it's got a bunch of different comments, and it has like 30 something comments. Go into that, read it, copy and paste the verbiage from there. It's very, very, very easy. But I am super stoked. I tried day one and loved it. It was leg day. I don't know why that crazy girl wants to do leg day first thing of the week, but I'm here for it. So I'm excited to get shredded, to do all the things with you guys this summer. It's going to be really, really, really fun. We are going to open up our very first, this is exciting, our very first Team Nourished only test group. So normally we partner with our bigger team, but guys, we have a powerhouse freaking team right now. And so why not keep going with this? I mean, we have more than enough people to be doing this within our own team. So I am so stoked about doing this together. Okay, let me stop share real quick because we're going to do the mid-year review. Check the chat box. Oh, sore from the sample. I know. Does anybody have any questions before we move on? No dice. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and move on. So take out your piece of paper. Oh gosh, you've done 1 through 3 and everything hurts. Oh my God, Leanna, that's scary. All right, I'm gonna hide that because otherwise I get distracted by the chat. Actually, I can't do that because this is more of an interactive kind of thing tonight. So less like official kind of things. And it's funny, like the tone of the first half is like, oh my God, we're 3:30, this is so pumped. Now we're gonna like chill and review and do some introspective kind of stuff. We did this on my mindset call on Wednesday, and at first, so I'm gonna warn you, at first you might be like, this is dumb, I don't want to write down all these questions and answer all these questions. But my energy coming out of this was so different. And that's kind of what I want you guys to take note of, is not just as you're answering the questions and journaling and writing some stuff down, but also like, where's your heart? Are you like, we're going to be attaching some emotion to some of this stuff. And I want you to kind of start becoming emotionally intelligent. Like, that's part of what I hope for all of my challengers and clients and you guys as coaches, is that we all start becoming a little more emotionally intelligent. We all start recognizing what we're feeling, what is it that's really making us feel this way, and what we can do about it if that needs to change. And so part of that is review. I'm not much for looking back. I like to look forward, I like to count all the blessings and then just keep powering through. But I think there's a lot of value in a little self-reflection and review. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So like I said, take out your pen, take out your paper. If you aren't able to like sit down and do this right now, this is going to be recorded, so you can always go back and watch the recording. I am going to give us time to write. So this is going to be done like in real time instead of just like on your own time. And I am going to write the stuff in the chat box. So, because I'm going to give you like kind of 4 or 5 questions at a time to answer. And then when I see everybody kind of look up, or you can type in the chat box, I'm done, whatever, then we will move on. So we are starting, just to give you a timeline of where we're going. We are going back to January 1st this year. We are going back to pre-COVID days when we were all so full of vitality and youth and hopes and dreams. And when we were making our vision boards and we were thinking about how amazingly epic 2020 was going to be. So go back to that time. And I want you to remember, where were you? So these are, I'm going to write the questions in the chat box too. So the questions you're answering right now are, oh, Katie's hopping on. Yay. Yay. Welcome, Katie. I'm glad you're hopping on. Get a piece of paper when you're able to. So we are just now getting into the meat of the call. So we're doing a set, like a six-ish month review. So January 1st, where were you? So that's going to be question number 1. Question number 2 is, who were you? So that's getting a little deeper. Who were you? What has changed about you since January 1st? And what hasn't changed since January 1st? So the questions are, where were you? Who were you? What has changed? What hasn't changed? We'll give us a few minutes to kind of answer those, and you can be as descriptive as you want, or if you need to be brief, you can be brief, but I'll give us a few minutes to answer those. You can play some music too, if that would help. Let's see. Just as you finish, you can just look up, or you can write in the chat, give me a thumbs up, whatever it is. All right, looks like most of you guys are finishing up, and it's okay if you're not. Like I said, I'm going to write them in the chat, so you can always just take your time. So the next part is, what is your number one accomplishment so far this year? What do you feel is like the number one thing? What has been your number one struggle? What is the number one point of gratitude? So like, what are you absolutely most grateful for in the last 6-ish months? And what was your number one ambition? So like looking back at January 1st, what was the number one thing you wanted to like see happen this year? So number one accomplishment, and that doesn't mean that has happened, just so you know. It just is a reflection of that. Number one struggle, gratitude. And what was your number one ambition? Same kind of thing. Shouldn't take very long, but.
Whether you're about to order chicken McNuggets and fries, a McChicken and fries, a filet of fish and fries, or anything in fries.
Nobody's ordering anything in fries.
You can use the McDonald's app for contactless order and pay, and then pick up at the drive-thru. Or you can use McDelivery to get your order brought right to your door. Either way, download the McDonald's app to get started and try contactless order and pay today. Delivery prices may be higher. Mobile order and pay available at participating McDonald's. Lack of evidence, poor police work.
All right. Apparently I need to pay for Spotify upgrade so that we don't have to listen to a bunch of commercials. Sorry about that. Okay. Looks like most of you guys are done anyway. Okay. And so then a lot of us were here, and if you weren't, it really is no big deal. But when we did our vision, so like our big vision. So you can think back to that, or if you have not ever done that exercise before, that's okay. You can go back and watch that call if you want, or you can just make a very shortened version of it right now. But look 5+ years out. So we're trying to get away from the right now. Go 5 years out. And I want you to write about your family. What does that look like? Like, what does your family look like? What does your health look like? What does your wealth look like? And what do your experiences look like? So looking 5 years from now, what does your family look like? So 5 years out. What is your family like? Your health like? Your wealth like? And then your experiences. What kind of things do you want to have experienced in those 5 years? And just going to see if that one.
Criminals. Whatever the reason, some murders remain unsolved. Every Tuesday, the Parcast original series Unsolved Murders explores the facts of a real-life cold case. Join the ensemble cast of actors as they take you on an exhilarating journey through the crime scene and its ensuing investigation. From Parcast, Unsolved Murders is out now. Follow and listen now on Spotify.
Oh my gosh, no more. We're done here. We're not doing Spotify anymore. I'm not going to listen to 5 commercials. Sorry. I'll just have to be okay. I'll find my iTunes thing here. There you go.
You give life. Of sin and darkness, whose name is mighty and so strong. The King of kings, who shakes the whole earth, makes his brave flames beyond. The King of glory, the King of kings. This is amazing grace. This is unfailing. That you take my place. That you would bear my cross. You laid down your life. That we set free. Jesus, I see all that you've done for me.
All right, looks like you guys are finishing up that section. Like I said, if you need more time, that's fine. You just take your time with all of this. So, kind of moving through all of where you were this past year and where you're going to be, you would like to see your life go in the next 5 years. I'd love for you to do a little bit of reflection right now of what is God's 10x plan for me? And if you don't believe in God, what is the universe's 10x plan for me? Like, what do you feel like is the big, grand plan for your life? Let me write that down. And then how am I not acting in accordance to that plan? So if you have a pretty good idea of what God's 10x plan is for your life or the universe. How are you not acting in accordance to that plan? And then where do you need to think bigger? So where in your life do you feel like you need to think bigger? What keeps you up at night? So what are the things that kind of eat at you? What's your number one obstacle to that 10X plan? Can you think of one step or your first step to fixing that? Or overcoming the obstacle? Kind of an action thing. What can you do? Okay. So kind of switching gears now. And I know some of you guys haven't been doing this very long, but I do kind of want to shift your mind's eye into your Beachbody business, because this part of this exercise is switching gears into your Beachbody business. And I realize that we are all at different spots in our business, and that is totally okay. So just do with this where you are right now. Because I assume that part of what your goal is, or you wouldn't be here tonight, is that you have aspirations to do something with this business. So what is your income goal for this year? Did you make an income goal? If not, maybe you need to write one down right now. What's your income goal for 2020 with Beachbody? And then part of this is going to be a little bit of homework. This next part is I want you to go into your back office, and when you sign in, so Beachbody, teambeachbody.com, go to your back office, and then on that main dashboard, you'll have to do this on a computer probably, at least with my instructions. There's a little left hand click down thing and go to where it says earnings. And then it'll say like year-to-date earnings. I want you to write that down and minus that from your yearly income goal with Beachbody. So like if your end of your goal is you want to make $20,000 with Beachbody, go in, look at where you are right now. Maybe you started yesterday. It really is irrelevant how long you've been doing this, but you need to look at the data to see where you are right now. Don't attach any emotion to it. Oh, I'm not as far as long as I want to. That doesn't matter. You just can't grow if you don't know. So know where you are right now so you can grow. And I want you to kind of think about what do you want your business to look like? What do you want your lifestyle to look like? And what do you want your impact to look like? So your income goal. What do you want your Beachbody biz to look like? What do you want your lifestyle to look like? And what do you want your impact to be? And bless you, Adriana. All right. And then 3 words connected to your why. When you go back to like, why are you coaching? Why do you want to build this life that you've thought about and dreamed about in your vision? I want you to rank these 3 words of importance to you. And it's funny because I think most people will be like, oh, well, of course, this, and this, but not everybody's are the same. So play along. So in accordance to your why, freedom, meaning, and money. So in your life, which rank those 3 things in importance? So the word freedom, or the idea of freedom in your life, the idea of meaning in your life having meaning, your work having meaning, your whatever having meaning, and then making money. So ranking those in order. And if you're struggling with that, you will think of what you would give up to have the other. If that's like a concept that you struggle with, like, well, I don't know if meaning or freedom. Well, would you rather give up freedom and your job have money? Or, I'm sorry, your job have meaning? Or would you give up your freedom for your job to have meaning or money or whatever? Okay. We're getting to the end of it here, you guys. Okay. So take a big deep breath, stretch your shoulders. What do you need to stop doing? What do you need to start doing? And what do you need to continue doing? What do you need to stop doing? Do you need to start doing? Do you need to continue doing? All right. So again, we're kind of focusing here in on our Beachbody business. What do you hate doing in this business? Like if you could just knock it out and it would never have to be a thing, what do you hate doing about this business? What can you stop doing in this business? What things are you doing that have absolutely no impact in a positive direction in your business? And you can stop doing them. What is not your job in this business? Maybe it's something you're doing, but it is not your job. What's your biggest distraction in this job? Okay. What do you love to do in this business? What's some of the things that just absolutely bring you so much joy? And then what brings you the highest ratio of abundance? Which I know sounds like a weird question, but like, what things do you do that maybe take this much energy but have this much output in your business? Like that don't feel like work to you, but net actual results. What is your unique ability? Like when you look at your Beachbody business, what do you think that you have that no one else has? Like your little God-given gift to this business, this team, your team. What is that? Okay. Last little thing. Well, last two little things. So I want you to think of your three big boulders to accomplish. These are your three big boulders to accomplish before August 1st. I'm sorry, August 1st. I meant October 1st. So at the end of this quarter, so we're looking at the year in quarters, the next quarter will end at the end of September. So October 1st will start quarter 4. What three big things do you need to accomplish before October 1st to hit your end of the year goals? And then last thing, so you can kind of I don't know, you can kind of see how I've drawn lines down. It doesn't really matter how you do it, but for each one of those 3, I want you to come up with one thing that you can do tonight, tomorrow, like immediately in the next 24 hours to move yourself closer to that goal. What action step can you take in the next 24 hours to move yourself closer to that goal? And then last little thing, I know we're running right up on time. What really needs to happen for you? Like, just be real with yourself. What really needs to happen for you to hit that goal? Like, just, there's a saying with a leadership coach I've worked with. She says, all data and no drama. So like, no emotion to it. Doesn't make you worthy, less worthy. Doesn't really matter. Like, what just needs to happen for you to hit that one of those big boulder goals? And that's it, you guys. So that's the end of the first half of the year review. Hopefully, you have some action steps. I would love, I know, like I said, I know we're running right up on time. So if you have to go, no worries. But if you want to stay and share with us to kind of ground this in reality so that it's not just stuff on paper, but it's that you're actually being held accountable to the things that you need to do in the next 24 hours. I would love for you to take yourself off mute and to share that with our group.
Okay. I have
Yay, go
something.
Katie.
Hello. So I know I have like a couple of people who are on the fence and being in the military. A lot of them are waiting for next paycheck to join on whatever they need to do. But I know personally for me, I need to put myself more consistently out there on my social media because I'll hit days where I'm like meal planning, hell yeah, let's go, and then days I'm like I haven't posted anything in 2 weeks. We don't need to talk about that. But definitely being way more consistent. And another one of my things is I love you, Paige. But stop relying on Paige so much because a lot of like I have this thing since I started. I'm kind of like scooping on my people and being like, yeah, I'm a group, but look at Paige, isn't she great? If you have questions, you should ask her. So definitely taking a bit more responsibility and how to be more of a leader and just like putting myself out there and consistently putting myself out there because that's my issue is that like I'll do it and I'll be good for like 2 days and then I'll be dead for like a week.
Yeah. And that just takes time to build consistency. I mean, Katie, you're so new into this. And so just have some grace and know that it takes time to build consistency. I don't know if you, I mean, I know you're in school right now, but if you have an opportunity to read stuff that isn't school related, there's a book called Slight Edge by Jeff Olson that was really helpful to me as far as like building consistency and how to do that. So if that would be helpful. Thank you so much for sharing, Katie.
I think one of the things that I struggle with the most is just following up with people because I'm like, I'll send out all the messages, like, great, I did something. and just having that relationship with people is what I wrote down is that I need to do, because more about having a relationship with them than it just is like sending out an invite, you know.
Right.
But
Yeah, and that fortune, I mean, I know it's like such a trite saying, but fortune is in the follow-up is real. I mean, the majority of people, and that's been always my thing. It's like I touch base with somebody one time and then I forget to follow up. And then I notice that they're doing Beachbody stuff on my Facebook. And I'm like, dang it. They signed up with somebody else because I didn't follow up. So, I mean, that's something that you can take direct action on right away. So good job. Carrie, what about you? Can you go?
What was the original question?
What can you do in the next 24 hours? You had written down those 3 big boulders. What can you do in the next 24 hours to move yourself closer to accomplishing those 3 big boulders?
Follow up.
Follow up.
Basically.
And that'll get you all 3.
Talk more about coaching.
Okay. Anyway, but that's stuff you know how to do, and you can just make those action items and take care of them. Nice. Very good. Megan, you want to go next?
Yeah, I need to talk about coaching with the people that are in my group already and talk to them more about it. And then the follow-up, I need to follow up more, I guess, because it's like if they say, well, I'm not ready, I'm like, okay, they're off my list till next month, but I should probably talk to them more than once a month to build a relationship.
Right. And one of the things that I've learned throughout this process too, it's like if you get to a point where they're kind of ghosting you and they're just not interested anymore, follow up, but with something that is completely unrelated. Just see how they're doing. Be a real person and just talk to them and build a relationship, even if it has nothing, even if you have nothing to personally gain in that moment. It's really, really powerful. And it goes a long way to building those loyal customers that aren't just like, oh, I'll give it a try, and then they're gone. You know, they know you, they want to stick around. So that's really good. Leanna, I don't know, are you able to unmute yourself and share yours?
Yeah. So I wrote down a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that's good. Go for it.
I've been doing a whole ton of like personal development stuff recently. I've got a long track record with anxiety and all of that, but taking steps to take care of that first has been like my number one goal, and things are definitely getting better, so that's good. And actually investing in the workouts and the nutrition is helping a lot, so that's been huge. But I've also started again reaching out to people, and I think just making sure to do that consistently rather than, I mean, very inconsistently.
Yeah.
It's really important for everything. So yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, I mean, and even that stuff sounds so actionable, you know. It sounds like stuff you can really take action on and start following. I feel like follow up is a big strong theme I'm hearing tonight. Layla, you want to go next? You're next on my screen.
Yeah, same here. Just doing just the sharing, the inviting, and follow up just more consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is that something you guys feel like you need more resources around? Like, do you need resources around how to follow up or how to build consistency in that? Or is it just a personal struggle with like, oh no, I know how to do it, I just need to do it?
Possibly like maybe like better ways to do it, like how to present that information, because I know I have a lot of issues with like I'm not very good at posting something on a story and having it be like, look, it's beautiful, look at it. It's more like, hey guys, here's my food, it's pretty yummy.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, maybe we can do a whole call about that then, just about, I guess, adding value in it within that and giving the content more depth. Okay. And there is a lot of resources, like if you struggle for what to post, and if checklists and stuff like that is kind of your jam, I posted in our team page. Let me see if I can grab it really quick. It's that marketing calendar. So if this is helpful for you guys. And again, I think a lot of times we see all of these really great resources and we're like, oh my God, that's amazing. And then you never do anything with it. Transfer it into your daily planner, print it off, put it in your workspace. Like, don't just let it be a nice, pretty graphic that Danielle posted about. Like, if that's the case, then it's not benefiting anybody. Let it be something that you actually do. So, you know, you can physically exit off, just like your workout calendar. You know, there's such a high that comes from physically checking something off that list. So if that would help. Amanda, can you unmute? Are you in a good place for that?
Yeah, give me a second. I'll turn my thing. Hide, mute, start.
Let me see your pretty face. Hi.
So I didn't get to write much down because I was juggling the baby. But probably one of my biggest boulders is maybe stepping up in leadership and pushing my coaches more out of their comfort zone. I'm kind of like, it's kind of like with the customer. If they say no, you're like, okay, and you back off. So instead of, I'm at you, Layla, we're on a call tomorrow. No, just like pushing them. And I feel like they should know that I'm not pushing them because I want them, like, it's not for me, it's for them. And if you tell me that you want this, then I need to push you a little more. So that's one of the boulders I'm going to work towards in October, which will help me meet goals of my own and help them meet their goals. So
right,
like, you got to hold me accountable.
Yeah, and that's always a fine line and a delicate balance in leadership is that you, and I know that, I mean, you and I have had multiple discussions about that, about my own internal struggle of, and even sharing the stuff about Elite and sharing the stuff about our team rank. It really, I mean, it took 5 years for God to get it in my heart that it's not about you. And there's not a shred of it that's about me anymore. And I understand that. And that had to be stripped from me. And so I think that getting over that own hump within your own heart of truly believing, no, this is not about me. Their business is their business. And all I want is to see that succeed is really, really big. And it is hard because it's like you want to, like, if you tell me you want like 2-star, I'm going to push you to be 2-star. And then you're like, I don't want to be 2-star. Stop pushing me. You're like, it's what you told me you wanted to do. So it is, it's a hard balance. And so maybe even doing some personal development around leadership might be beneficial for that.
Need that. I feel like I'm there. I need that push.
Yeah. I mean, I know I do. That's something that I've really invested myself in this past year is learning more about how to become a better leader, how to show up for our team well. So does anybody have any other things, any takeaways, things that surprised them through that little exercise? I know it was a lot of questions and a lot of writing, but I felt very good and energized. Paige knows I was like jammed yesterday. I was like, yeah, I want to get all the things done. And for me, and I'll share this with you guys. Where was it? I'm trying to now find where it was. Oh, the stop, start, and continue was huge for me. I know I was writing out all the, I mean, you know, look at this. I got my whiteboard back out. Some of you guys have been with me for a while, so you know about my whiteboard. This little thing lost its place in my life for a while, and now it's back. And now you're all about to find what that whiteboard means to me. It's how I stayed sane on a move across the ocean with my 2 children by myself. But that stop, start, and continue was really, really huge for me. Like, what do I need to stop doing? Like, just completely cut it out of my life. And for me, I mean, I'll be just as vulnerable and open with you guys. For me, it's procrastinating and scrolling. I mean, God almighty, it's so easy. And my thing is like picking up my phone because my alarm is on my phone, picking up my phone first thing in the morning, seeing that Amanda has texted me. And then I'm like, oh, and I am down the rabbit hole and I'm not coming out. And so for me, reclaiming that first, like I call it first fruit, but those first 30 minutes, hour of the morning is so vital. Like nobody is probably going to die if I don't answer them in 30 minutes. Like I'm already in Hawaii and I'm 6 hours behind anyway. What's 30 more minutes? So that was, for me, that was a big, big, big thing. And I was like, all right, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a big thing too, like stop scrolling. And then also for me was, we talked about this like when I first joined. We haven't really talked about it much since, but like allowing people to be in your challenge group who aren't continually like ordering something every month or whatever, and how that devalues you as a coach. And I've been allowing that in my group just because I feel like, I probably just feel insecure about it. Like, oh, but I'm not going to have a big enough group if I don't let them stay in, you know? But just stop doing that for me.
Well, and I think that goes back to taking ownership of your business. If you've decided that's how you're going to run your business, like if you stop paying your gym fee, guess who's not getting into the gym? Like if I stopped paying Costco for my membership, they would turn me away. No matter how big my cart is filled, if I don't want to pay the membership, I don't get to be in the club. Like hold value in yourself, in your own business. I think that's huge. And it is, and the deeper issue, the heart issue there is a scarcity mindset versus an abundance mindset. It's, oh no, there's not going to be enough people. You know, when you said that, you're like, that's scarcity mindset. And knowing, like, if you have faith that God has called you into this business, you also have to have faith that he's going to continue to provide people to build that community. So I think that's really huge, a big thing to acknowledge. All right. And also the other thing I was going to tell you guys, I saw lots of you laugh when I said, like, what do you absolutely hate doing in this business? That doesn't mean you get to stop doing them, just so you know. I was like, I wanted my coach to be like, okay, that means you get to delegate that. And I'm like, I can't delegate some of that stuff. Like, it's just a part of it. But some of it I could, but other stuff, it's just a function of it. So, all right, ladies. Well, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Thanks for hanging out with our team. I'm so glad that you guys got on. Thank you all for being a part of Team Nourished, being at 330 in the whole company. I know! I cannot wait to announce it officially tomorrow, but I was like,
I've never been more excited to be a part of that 330.
I know! Like, Davin, though, I was so excited yesterday. I got in the car. We were going somewhere last night. And I was like, guess what? Guess what? Guess where Mommy's team is ranked in the whole company? And Davin goes, #1, Mommy. I'm like, well, no. Thanks. Like, I was like, I don't want to be #1 in the company. I want to, like, my big goal is I said my big goal was top 200. Paige does not seem to think that that's an adequate goal. She says that our team is top 100. That's going to take a lot.
I believe, Paige, we can be top 100. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh. I really would have to sit on the toilet for that one.
That'd be awesome.
Oh my God. Never in my life. Yes, let's take a boomerang. Oh, that's not a boomerang. What am I doing with my life? Boomerang. Yay! Okay, who's taking it? Me or you guys? I'll take it. All right, get excited. Yay! Okay, we're cute. I'll tag you all. It'll be wonderful. And Katie, I don't think I have your Instagram. I think I have everybody else's. What's yours?
A girl named Katie 1, like the actual numeral 1.
A girl named
Katie.
The #1.
Yes.
Easy.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. All right. Well, go team. Let's have an amazing July. Also, there's like 500 of you, or not you, because you guys are you. I think Katie's the only half emerald we got here. There's like 500 half emeralds on our team, which is insane. And I'm like,
by the end of this month, I will be not a half emerald. I'm going to make it. I promise.
I have no doubt. I believe it's at the end of this week or before next Thursday. I could believe it. All right, ladies, y'all have a good rest of your Thursday. Yay. Bye.